Welcome back to CalGuard Gym, where we're getting underway with the men's edition of Concordia versus Trinity. Concordia has played their SCAC opener against Schreiner already. Concordia fell 1 point short against Schreiner, so looking to pick up a win against Trinity. Starters for the Tigers: Jacob Harvey, Carter Rook, Jacob Milhouse, Braxton Berry, and Christian Green. Green will go up against the tip against Henry Marcus Vizcarrondo Jr. Tip is loose. It'll be Tiger ball. Bit of an unconventional tip, but Tigers get it. Other starters for Concordia is Aaron San Miguel, Adolfo Martinez, Evan Butts, and Joey Ramirez.
Already feels like a pretty slow start to the game. I think the Tigers are pretty eager to come back here to CalGuard after their 76-40 win against McMurray that we had on Friday. A little bit of a weird break in between on that Saturday, but it's good for some players to see their legs being rested.
Rook back to Milhouse. Concordia likes to press. That's their defensive strategy. And Rook's first three attempt doesn't go. So look to Concordia to keep the pressure up. Now back out to San Miguel. In the far corner to Martinez. Back down the arc. Joey Ramirez trying to pass it. Can't find Butts. Now Christian Green up front. Rolls it in for the first points of the game. Concordia working quick. Tigers having to keep up. Pass to the outside. Three's up. And no good against Aaron San Miguel. Jacob Harvey at 225 three-pointers made in his career so far. He is tied with Rich Skeen. Now inside, Christian Green. Lay-in is good. 4 points early for the Tigers.
Already feels like a fast-paced game coming out of that initial little rattle from the tip-off. But both teams eager to get out in transition. Obviously, in that last possession, we saw Christian Green kind of cutting his way through the paint for an easy two. Pretty sure we'll see a lot of that this game.
Go in, but back out. It's tipped away. That's an over and back. Joey Ramirez touched the ball. That went over the timeline. This will be fun from an announcer's point of view because it is dark purple on black for the jersey numbers. They have at least thought about putting an outline around the numbers, so it's not as bad as it could be. Harvey working down the right side. Trying to find an open teammate, having struggles. Rook just throwing it up to try and save it. Milhouse able to collect it.
3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Rook has the ball slightly batted away by Vizcarrondo. San Miguel thought about a three, instead defers it back. Now inside. No shot from near the free throw line. Vizcarrondo denied by Christian Green. Slaps it away with authority.
They're going to call Jacob Harvey going out of bounds as he tried to put a little spin cycle on one of the Tornado defenders.
Harvey had 225 three-pointers made. That is the...
It's a technical foul on the coach after he may have gotten out of his little coach's box and onto the court.
The coach for Concordia, Stan Bonowitz.
Jacob Harvey's already standing at that line.
That is the correct number, 225. The website for Trinity is not correct, and the SCAC record book is also incorrect. Robert Kitzinger's record is 227. The books that we keep at Trinity physically are correct. No one else is. So Harvey, 2 away from tying, 3 away from taking it for his own. Makes the first free throw. And makes the second one. So a 6-0 lead for the Tigers early on.
And I'm pretty sure they'll regain possession of the ball on their side of the court.
That does count as a team foul number 1.
Oh, I take that back. I think it's just from fouling, technical fouls, that you maintain possession.
Well, it's because Harvey had stepped out, but the technical came afterwards.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So resume play from where it originally stopped. Good lay in there by Ramirez. Quick movement, but a bit too quick for the Tigers. Right into the hands of a tornado, Evan Butts. Butts now going in.
Could you say the eye of the tornado?
To the eye of the tornado.
Or is that the eye of a hurricane? That's eye of a
There's
hurricane.
an eye. There's eyes of the tornado.
Okay,
I mean, it is a funnel after all.
it is. Come on, weatherman, you should know all these things.
Yeah. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just I'm a Halloween costume version of a weatherman. It'll stay Concordia ball. Ramirez gets it in to Martinez. Now far corner. Back to Martinez. Now down to Ramirez. Dishing it in. Now back out. Three's up. No good for Butts. An offensive board by Concordia. Joey Ramirez to his left, trying to work up against Harvey. Now against Barry, and he finishes it with a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, the Tornadoes just had that Tiger defense shifting side to side and then got Barry in a bad position, got him up in the air, and then just finished right underneath him with a nice inside finish.
6-4 the score. Make it 6-5 as the three-point play is complete. Christian Green taking in the pass. Back out to Millhouse. Again, Concordia pressing. Millhouse finds Christian Green, can't complete the dunk play. And Concordia will get the ball back. Seen the Tigers try to run that play a couple times this year. That one not quite working out. Whereas three's up from Martinez, that's good! Adolfo Martinez, the senior out of Plainview. Braxton Berry inside trying to spin around, gets jammed. And foul will be called.
I'm gonna call that a push. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be on number 42. And it is. Number 42. Marcus Vizcarrondo, I'm gonna say this right. Vizcarrondo Jr. There we go. It's a little more brain power for me.
Harvey throws it to nobody. Braxton Berry able to run and beat Vizcarrondo, but this is a tough position for the Tigers to be in. To get it across the timeline, Rook, and the Tigers having to rush now. Pass to Christian Green, about 5 seconds on the shot clock. The jumper, no good, but offensive board. Christian Green finishes it off on the second chance. Bit of an odd play there. I think Jacob Harvey was expecting someone to be there.
Yeah, that's when Carter Rook cut down to that left corner. I think he expected him to stay there.
Pull-up shot from Ramirez is good. 10-8, Concordia scores a lot of points, much like McMurray. Trinity was successful in slowing down the Warhawks. They'll have to do it for the Tornadoes. One-handed shot from Green doesn't go. Second chance, no good. Adolfo Martinez gets the board. Holds on to it after a bit of a body check.
It already feels like a pretty aggressive game. Letting a lot of stuff go, letting players play it through.
Jacob Harvey hands it off to Rook. They find Harvey, can't get the three off. Now Millhouse goes left, gets fouled. Have a couple of substitutions coming in. First,
timeout.
A media timeout. One of the reasons why Concordia barely faltered against Schreiner is because 2 out of their 5 starters fouled out with about 6 minutes left. Vizcarrondo fouled out with 6:11 left. And Donovan Stafford, a usual starter for Concordia, fouled out with 5:25 left. They had 3 players foul out that game. And that let Schreiner get to the free throw line to attempt 43 free throws. And they only converted about 50 of about 50% of them, but still, that is quite the amount of trips. Trinity is a team that likes to force the issue and go to the free throw line, looking to force Concordia into that type of game. But we can see the Concordia press and how aggressive it is, forcing some mistakes from the Tigers. Find themselves in the lead. Ramirez with a quick start in the points category with 7 for Concordia. Christian Green with 6. Concordia is ready. Tigers break their huddle. On the court for Concordia is number 20, Tariq Muhammad. Will Bronson and Zach Fenn on the court for the Tigers.
Will Bronson had a good little showing against McMurray this last Friday. Made his presence known offensively, defensively.
3 from Harvey is too short.
Definitely out of bounds.
Muhammad cannot save the ball. Trying to get another opportunity. Harvey starting off in the paint. Thrown up for Bronson. Uses his height to snag the ball out of the air. Millhouse runs in, doesn't finish. Ball taken by the Tornadoes rather. Will Bronson slaps the first attempt away. The freshman, he moves fast for big.
A great court presence. Definitely kind of being a little general right now, telling everybody where any offensive players are at because he's seeing it from the best angle.
It's going to be Tiger ball. Concordia will come away empty-handed. They still have the lead. Trinity try and get it back. A couple more subs for Concordia as the aforementioned Donovan Stafford heads onto the court, along with David Martinez. Long throw, they find Christian Green up front, and he scores.
It's good to see some people in the seats here at home. I know a couple of students, especially, athletes have been on campus, but everybody's starting to trickle in, see our student section getting filled up a little slowly. And then, of course, we're seeing our first and second tier, decks being filled as well. Feels like we're in like the heat of basketball season now.
A lot of movement for Concordia. Not a lot of time left. And again, nothing happening. Foul's going to get called. It's 10-10. Christian Green will head to the bench in favor of Ty Williams. On for Concordia.
Ty Williams, another player who had a good showing against the McMurray game. He had a little throwdown in that first half. I remember pretty vividly.
Cyro Baeza in for Concordia, number 15. Along with Corey Thompson, number 3. Penn gets the pass to Millhouse. 3 is up and in. Jacob Millhouse sunk it. Beautiful 3 from Jacob Millhouse. Now stepping up are the Tornadoes. Thompson moving in the paint, passes it back out. Foul's gonna get called.
Foul's gonna be on Millie. Probably got him with his body, maybe a little leg, but definitely gonna be called on Jacob Millhouse.
Rob Conrad on the floor. Harvey will go to the bench.
Wow.
Conrad makes an immediate impact, and he breaks away from his defender too. Can't finish it off. It's gonna be Tiger ball. Concordia faithful not happy with the call. I think it should be ball for themselves. 13-10. Trinity advantage.
Talking about resetting the shot clock perhaps, yeah, to 20.
Baeza up front, trying to guard the inbounds, but Tigers get it into Bronson, back to Millhouse, flipped over to Bronson. foul will be called.
He's definitely on the body, and he'll head to the line for 2.
It's a nice flip from Millie to Bronson, too.
Yeah.
So first foul for Baeza. He was the non-starter to foul out in the Shriner game. Fouled out with about 2 minutes to go.
Looks like Joshua Chesney making his debut against McMurray. He's about to check in as well. And he'll get Jacob Millhouse. He's gonna head to the bench off of a big 3.
First free throw from Bronson was no good. That one is. 4-point game in Calguard. Again, quick movement for Concordia. Tigers really bringing the pressure now. Martinez in the paint, back out, 3's up, in and out.
Gonna call a foul on the floor. Oh, that one's gonna be on Zach Fenn, potentially in a box out.
Back inside to David Martinez, trying to go into Stafford. Shot from near the elbow, no dice. Now Zach Fenn gets it to Chesney. Josh Chesney trying to pass it to somebody, but instead picked off by Concordia. David Martinez again moving well with the ball. That's kept inside, right along the end line. 3's open for Martinez, doesn't bounce in. It's a 6-0 run for the Tigers over the past 2 minutes. Concordia hasn't found the net in quite a while.
Well, that one a jump. Possession will remain, or sorry, switch to the Tornadoes. They're gonna have to combat a pretty intense full court press with Zach Fenn on the ball.
David Martinez works up against Rob Conrad. Stafford tries to go in. He's tangled up with a bunch of Tigers.
Another jump ball. That means possession's gonna go back in favor of the Tigers.
Tigers ambushing Stafford. Timeout as we hit another media break. 14-10. Neither side has scored in a little bit. Shooting percentage is a bit low right now. A couple turnovers making the game play slightly unoptimal, but both sides are getting shot opportunities, just not a lot are falling right now.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised right now. The Tornadoes are getting a lot of open shots, but it's because they're moving the ball so much and making the Tiger defense just shift dramatically, whether that's coming off of a skip pass from the left wing to the right wing. They're just getting the shots that they want. They're just not going in right now. But it's hard, too, because you know, you want to shoot open 3s and you want to take advantage of what you're getting, but you also don't want to, you know, force an issue because you're not making any baskets and just get yourself in bad position, especially when you have a player like Will Brunson who's kind of baiting you to, you know, get into the paint and see if he can block it. But I think the Tornadoes will find their footing soon.
See head coach Jimmy Smith talking with his starters, or his players on the court. Tigers will break their huddle. Concordia very good at forcing turnovers. In the nation, they are causing a lot of problems. 17.4 forced turnovers a game, which is 28th in the country in that stat. The Tigers will have to do good to keep the ball in their hands. Some long passes, ends up in the hands of Conrad. Acrobatics, and a foul drawn. And I swear, he flies.
I think he just completely rearranged his body in the air when he was up.
Conrad will take some free throws. It was death by cuts for Concordia against Shriner. But even though Shriner only went about 50%, I mean, when you're taking 43 free throw attempts, something you never want to give your opponent. 16-10. Trinity up. But Concordia not slowing down their pace at all. Ray Thompson Top of the key, kicks it back out to David Martinez. Now Thompson. Can't find an open shot, so he's forced to go to Stafford. Free throw floater is good for Donovan Stafford.
Even though that the Tornadoes did convert on that last possession, I thought the defense was really well. I mean, it was just really good. They forced them off of the line, made them take shots that were definitely more difficult. I can tell you that an open three is a lot easier than taking a running floater 15 feet away. So intent was there, outcome just wasn't what they wanted.
Another ball slapped away. Concordia's just been having troubles getting things up to the bucket right now. Gabe Parr, Jacob Harvey, and Christian Green back on the court for Trinity. Tigers are also in the bonus.
They're just being more aggressive right now and just getting to the line.
I think Muhammad thought about taking an immediate shot from the elbow, thought better of it. Deep three, no good. Ball's in the air, taken by Harvey.
Oh, that foul.
Harvey should head to the line for the 1-and-1.
That one's gonna be on number 3. Corey Thompson. I was gonna see whether or not the refs were gonna decide who that was on. There was 3 of them swarming Jacob Harvey.
And a complete line change for Concordia on the way. I believe pretty much the starters back on for Concordia.
He said 5 in, 5 out. Fresh legs.
And it's just kind of a consequence of the press that you're probably going to be fouling a bit more than a team that's playing the zone.
Yeah.
First free throw good for Jacob Harvey. And he hits both ends of the 1-and-1. Concordia with Joey Ramirez. Now pass it back up to San Miguel. Pass in, no good. Harvey and the Tigers pull up, set their offense. Green, Chesney back to Green. Top of the key. Back out to Rob Conrad. Corner 3 on the near side, no good for Chesney. Chesney's taken that shot a couple of times. Still looking to find success from it. Bit of a fumble from Concordia, but they maintained the possession. Martinez, he hit a clutch 3 to give the Tornadoes a late lead against Schreiner. Some good movement. Oh, but it doesn't result in points. That was some nice passing, but Ramirez's shot just rattles out. Christian Green takes it himself, no good. We go back and forth and back and forth. Hope you're ready to run a marathon with us, folks. Back out. Far side corner is good. 3-pointer from Evan Butts.
I think, yeah, Concordia's offense just is really looking pretty right now, even though some of them won't give the outcome of scored points. I think that, wow, I'm gonna call that one a travel on Christian Green. I think that every shot that they're taking is a pretty good shot.
Jackson Lawson in for Trinity, one of the freshmen. And Concordia not afraid to shoot the 3-point ball. 45th in the nation in 3-point attempts per game. They average about 28. Against Schreiner, they took 41 3-point attempts. 13 of them went in. This one's another 3, doesn't go. Lawson with the board. Be something that the Tigers are gonna have to get used to. Foul, Conrad will go to the line.
He's just so quick. The only way that he could keep him in front of him was fouling.
Yeah, I'm convinced he can beat any defender in the nation with that speed.
That just puts him right back on the line.
A 2-minute scoring drought for the Tigers. Will not continue as that takes as many bounces as we've seen here in Cowguard.
It's a shooter's bounce.
8:48 left in the first half. No room for error there. That's a swish from the free throw line. So Tigers shooting well from the charity stripe today. They swing it for corner, Adolfo Martinez. He had a clutch 3 against Schreiner. How about a clutch 3 against Trinity? Doesn't take the lead, but it's a 2-point game now. Conrad finds Lawson in the corner. Lawson gets it back to Conrad through traffic. Harvey, deep 3. No good. Lawson, offensive board, throws it up and throws it in. Good job from Jackson Lawson being there to grab the ball. Give the Tigers that second chance. Quick jumper. No good. On the floor foul.
So they're going to call that one on. That one's going to be on Lawson.
Jackson Lawson is first. Team foul number 4, timeout on the floor.
So timeout. 22-18. Concordia thus far has fared better than their former ASC opponent McMurray.
Definitely, and they only had, what, probably around 12 to 13 points whenever they were even at this time in the clock.
You can see, I think the name of the game so far has been fast offense. We've been up and down and up and down. Barely have had time to even think about what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I think McMurray, I think Concordia has had just good opportunities, you know, good looks at the basket. They're just not going in. They've had a lot more open threes than I would have thought would have come out, you know, from the Trinity defense that they've given them. But I think they're doing a really good job at shifting that defense. And I feel like on the Trinity offensive side, it does feel a little bit more one-sided. Players kind of going one-on-one right now, but I don't know if that's because they know that the bonus is in their favor and they're trying to get to the line as much as possible. But I think team-wise, offensively, Concordia's, I mean, they're getting good shots, they're just not going in.
With the amount of threes that they usually take, some of them are going to go in.
What's that saying? You miss all the shots you don't take? That's their philosophy for sure.
Samuel passes it up to Martinez. Gets back to Samuel, back to Adolfo Martinez. Tries to work it in. Deep 3, in and out. Stafford tried to get the offensive board, but just couldn't quite corral it. Long pass. It'll be Tiger ball still, but a Tornado had an arm on it.
It's also really difficult, too, when you are such a prolific three-point shooting team and you kind of shoot that many threes. You can live and die by it, unfortunately.
Deep 3 from Harvey is good.
2 more to tie the record.
1 more to tie the record.
1 more to tie the record. 2 more to take it.
Harvey reduced his skiing to a bronze medalist as he takes silver for himself. Just 1 away from tying, 2 away from holding sole possession of it. And that was a beautiful one, too. That was a really deep 3.
He had gotten a look like that 2 possessions ago, and that extends their lead to 7. And that obviously made the Tornadoes head coach call the timeout.
Of course, Rich Skeen paving the way for the Tiger program back in the 90s. Before him, the record was 88 three-pointers made, and he shattered it with 225. Very uncommon for that era of Tiger basketball. Adolfo Martinez is down to San Miguel, back to Martinez. They're passing it between Miguel and Martinez as they can't break the Tiger defense. Stafford to his right, nearly punched away by Harvey. 3's up, no good. It was way contested. Christian Green with the board. Pass up to Rook. They give it to Harvey. The 3's up. No good, just a bit offline. Harvey was kind of moving while he was shooting it.
Yeah.
Easy points for Concordia there as they break the Tiger defense, and an interception by Joey Ramirez. Donovan Stafford runs it down, gets fouled.
Yeah, pace of play is just really intense right now. And I think, I don't know who's really leading it, but it's obviously leading to some unforced turnovers, and then obviously can shift momentum very fast.
The game's so fast, you think we're at Six Flags Fiesta.
When was the last time you went to Six Flags Fiesta?
I've been there once, and not while I've been at Trinity.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I went once when my family came down here. It was the first time I'd been to San Antonio that I can remember, at least.
All right.
Years ago.
I had a season pass my first season here, and it was just, honestly, it was pretty amazing. After, let's say I had a hard practice or it was just a rough day, I was like, I have a season pass and I have free will, so I'm just gonna go up to Six Flags for 2 hours. But it was awesome. One of the many perks about being in San Antonio.
Harvey decides to drive in. Too strong on the shot. And when I went to Six Flags Fiesta, the winds were too strong, so they closed all the roller coasters.
Right. They knew, they were like, oh, today is the day that Reed Rosales is gonna come and visit us.
Younger me was very, very disappointed. Christian Green, near side lane pierced, and points acquired.
Such shifty ball handling skills at the midline.
Miguel goes up to Martinez, back down to San Miguel. Oh, they find an empty man up on the far side corner, but no good on the shot. Joey Ramirez had a nice opportunity, just couldn't convert. Braxton Berry back on the court.
With Jacob Milhouse, too.
Tariq Mohammed back on for Concordia. David Martinez gets on as well. And Corey Thompson on the court. Long throw, they find Christian Green all alone. He doesn't slam it, he just takes the easy roll in.
2 points is 2 points, that's all that matters.
Now Concordia down by a little bit more, and that's not helping their cause. That overpass will give it back to the Tigers. Zach Fenn on the court will come in with Cyril Baeza.
And Christian Green probably didn't slam it down because he just told Coach Jimmy, I need one. So obviously pace of play is definitely taking a toll on a lot of players.
The house finds Ty Williams. That is Zach Fenn. Fenn usually pressing, now being pressed, but Rook with the ball. Back to Milhouse. Millie doesn't take the three. Rook, three's up. Oh, in and out.
Touch every part of that rim before it decided it was not going to go in.
Nice back pass.
Yeah.
Donovan Stafford spin around, trying to beat Barry. He's unable to. But offensive board for Concordia. They keep it alive. Back to Stafford. Draws the foul against Barry.
That'll be Barry's what? Is that his first or second?
That's a second.
Here we go.
Should be a second. Free throws for Concordia. Donovan Stafford, 1 for 2 today from the charity stripe.
And now that puts them in bonus.
About 5 minutes left here in the first half. The gym goes quiet for the first free throw. Perfect. 29-22. These free throws will be important for Concordia. Their pressing play style is going to give the Tigers plenty of trips of the line, you have to imagine. So it's important that when they go to the line, they hit them. 29-23. Milhouse works in to the corner to Rook. Pulls up to shoot, no good, but Ty Williams gets the board.
Oh.
Popped out of his hands.
That definitely looked like a foul to me.
And a foul's going to get called on Zach Fenn.
It's third, potentially, or is second? That'll be a second.
The second. I think the Tiger faithful and Ty Williams wanted a foul on the other side of the court.
I would agree with that. From the angle that I saw, mind you, our angle's a little different. I definitely felt like he got, if not fouled on the body, because he gave a good pump fake, had 2 tornado players up in the air. And then once it was contested, I thought that they hit him on the wrist whenever he was going up.
First part of the 1-and-1 good for Baeza. 29-24. The second free throw. No good. Oh, but Concordia gets it back. It's an opportunity for more points. Open three. No good. Foul will be called.
So that means that we're on the line now.
As we head all the way to the other side of the court.
This feels like these next 4.5 minutes may just be a free throw game.
Tariq Muhammad will be tagged with the foul. It'll be foul number 3 for Muhammad.
Jacob
Harvey and Christian Green back on the court.
Barry at the line.
Barry will take the free throws.
1-and-1.
This is his first appearance at the charity stripe. Bangs out the back. Concordia gets the ball.
No way. Wow. Okay. Zach Fenn is going to get called for his third. He's going to head to the bench for the remainder of these 4.5 minutes probably.
And now we have a different kind of back and forth, a much slower paced back and forth game, as we're now walking to the other side of the court rather than running.
Still 1-and-1. Ball's live.
That one's no good.
That's going to be another foul. So then Barry's going to head back to the line after what looked like a shove to the back. It has been, what, 6 seconds? And there's been 3 trips to the line. Let's see who can make it a perfect trip, though.
4 minutes, 28 seconds. We'll see how long that actually is in reality. Braxton Berry sinks that free throw.
Could you actually put a timer on your phone to see how long this...
No, I have not. I'm sure Josh back down in the control room will be begrudgingly keeping a timer on it. And some stoppage of play as we sub players out, and now officials deny the substitution. Send it back out. So 2 players wanting to come in will have to wait a little longer. Barry sinks both free throws. All right. Now the subs come on. Aaron San Miguel and Evan Butts. They pass it between each other. Butts going up to Miguel. Miguel back to Butts. He works his way to his left. Now back down to Miguel. They pass it between each other before giving it to Stafford. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to work quick. Working in, but kicking it back out to Stafford. 3's up and good. Donovan Stafford. A lot of traffic in his way. He says, I don't care. Now Harvey working up against Stafford. Fouled Jacob Harvey.
He'll head to the line for 2 now, no matter what.
That's his 4th foul, Tariq Muhammad.
Wow.
So Muhammad, I have to imagine, is going to be on the bench after this stoppage of play. Otherwise, he's going to risk fouling out in the first half, which is something I don't know I've ever seen.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
But as we take another breather here, give some score updates on the women's side. Texas Lutheran beating Colorado College 76-65. It's a big matchup on the women's side. TLU, Colorado College right now, front runners for the top spot in the SCAC tournament. Centenary defeated Dallas 74-61. And University of the Ozarks beat Austin College women's hoops 71-54. Some interesting scores. On the men's side, Centenary men are kind of blasting Dallas 43-24. Almost a palindrome score. I'm a bit disappointed. That makes me sad. Meanwhile,
it only makes you sad. I don't know if everybody else is, if this is a tear-jerking event for them.
it's a tearjerker. It should be a tearjerker for everything. Colorado College men beating Texas Lutheran men 39-28. About 3 minutes left in that first half. Then our game on Flow. They've at University of the Ozarks. That score currently, Ozarks leading Austin College 43-28 at the half. Free throw is good from Jacob Harvey. This is the best that the SCAC has really ever been. A lot of good teams this year. Tigers have a lot of teams to contend with.
It's good. It's what you want to see. Good basketball, game in, game out.
Vizcarrondo Jr. on the court for Concordia. It's 33-27. San Miguel to his left, now to his right. Can't shake off Millhouse. He gets the ball back. Now up to Butts. Evan Butts back down to Miguel. Inside, ball hits Christian Green. Flipped over and back into the hands of Stafford. Zach Austin on for the Tigers, number 5. Stafford tries to go in, but goes back out. Martinez thought about a deep, deep 3, but doesn't take it. Works his way in. Again, trouble finding a shot selection. Stafford hits it again. He shoots better in traffic than he does when the road is free. Christian Green draws the foul.
That one's most definitely going to be on Adolfo Martinez.
Green will head to the free throw line. Will be his first appearance there. Now, what a pair of threes from Donovan Stafford. Like the two very contested threes.
Sometimes they're like layups. You can't have it too open. But great back step.
Tigers hit another free throw, thanks to Christian Green. 34-30. Tigers are 14 for 16 from the free throw line. A much different story than it was 2 days ago.
And even from a couple weeks ago at the Leslie Robinson Classic, I don't know if it was just the Tigers, but I feel like combined for the three teams that were here, they combined probably for like a 65% from the free throw line.
Harvey runs up, stops his team. Now Christian Green just shoots, can't score it. It is hit out.
I think that should stay here.
Yep, Tiger ball. Not something you see from Christian Green very often, just shooting it from a little bit inside the arc. Usually likes to drive in. Harvey needs to find somebody. Just throws it up for Christian Green. Usually a safe bet. Tries it himself, loses the ball. Takes a tumble. Tornadoes will find themselves down by 5. Nearly 2 minutes left.
Corey Thompson in.
Welcome back, Corey Thompson, sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. Oh, San Miguel passes it up to Thompson. Corey Thompson handing it off to Butts. Down to Miguel. Up to Butts. Thought about a 3, couldn't take it. Miguel. Harvey and Millhouse in the faces of Tornadoes. Now they swing it inside. Now back out. Butts goes out to Thompson. Can't dodge anybody. Shot at the buzzer, no good, but it hits off the rim. Concordia ball. Say it goes off of Harvey last. Rob Conrad and Will Bronson will head in for Trinity.
I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. I mean, the Tornadoes are just moving the ball at a really prolific rate, getting it around the horn, making sure that it touches the paint a little bit. I know that that's a shot that they didn't really want to have towards the latter end of that clock. But, I mean, they're going to get the ball with pretty much 20 seconds left on that shot clock, get a completely different look at another opportunity.
Timeout by Concordia. Tigers have not made a shot from the floor in the past 4 minutes. They have purely been a team scoring from the free throw line in that time span. 15 for 17. That's a lot of points from the charity stripe today. Concordia gave Schreiner a lot of opportunities. They're on pace to give a similar amount to the Tigers. And the Tigers keep making them at the rate that they are. That's going to be way more damaging than it was against Schreiner. Timeout is a short one. We're going to have San Miguel inbound it. Redshirt freshman out of San Antonio. It's a bit of a homecoming.
Always feels like a homecoming whenever Schreiner plays here because so many players are from around this area.
Three is up. No good for San Miguel. Conrad and Bronson, both wanting the rebound, but Conrad will come away with it. Conrad gets it past the timeline. Christian Green in the far side corner, rifles a pass to Millie. His three's no good.
They're going to call it. He's going to get 3. That foul was going to be on Aaron San Miguel. He didn't let Millie, I don't think, land.
A bit of a silly foul.
Especially with a minute left on the clock. It could extend their lead to potentially 8.
First free throw from Millie is good. Yeah, fouling someone from beyond the arc. It's one of the cardinal sins almost.
It is. Can you name any other ones? Obviously fouling 94 feet away from the basket. That's another one.
That's not good.
Um,
A celebration technical is probably
That's another one
probably
for sure.
up there.
Trying to think of some other ones that are just kind of heart-wrenching. Probably like stepping over the line when your teammate is shooting a free throw and then they miss it. I mean, it's one of those things. And Millie makes all 3 to extend their lead to 8.
David Martinez, number 24, pass to Adolfo Martinez. The Martinez connection doesn't hit from beyond the arc, but second chance points go in by Joey Ramirez. 38-32, under a minute to play. Harvey handed it off to Green. Back to Harvey, the three's up. Oh, no good. Rattled every part of the rim before going out. Harvey is looking to tie the record. David Martinez. Concordia still has a shot clock, so the Tigers are, in theory, guaranteed another chance to take the ball down the court. Under 10 seconds to go. Ramirez kicks it back out to Adolfo Martinez. Trying to rifle it in. It's tipped. Shot is up and no good. Board by Bronson. 5 seconds left. Harvey. Timeout called.
Pretty sure it was by Coach Jimmy Smith. They're going to have 3 seconds left, taking out our near side sideline. Wonder where he's going to draw up. Probably to get, well, we'll see. Carter Rook is going to step in as well.
I'm curious to see if they'll try to find a motion to get Harvey open.
Maybe.
Also not too uncommon to try a quick pass in and then just throw it up for Christian Green.
I was about to say, I was like, they could just throw it up and get Christian Green kind of being the facilitator in the middle. 3 seconds is a lot of time. And make him be the facilitator, make him just go and score the ball after that. We'll see what he draws up.
Coach Smith, he's been around the block a couple of times, so. He's coached at several other teams in the SCAC, TLU, and Schreiner.
Played for UMHB in the ASC.
And we've got those tapes somewhere.
Those, we talked about this last time. Those are VHS tapes, to clarify, with the static in the back.
Millie trying to find somebody, finds Harvey. Harvey to his right, contested three is up, and no good. That'll be the end of the first half. 38-32. But the Tigers don't make a shot from the field in the last 6 minutes of the game, or of the half rather. And your total time for those 4 minutes that were left before everyone started fouling, 9 minutes. So it took about double the time.
Wow.
I think right now Christian Green leading the team in points for Trinity. He also has 4 rebounds. Millhouse having 3 assists. For Concordia, Donovan Stafford, 11 points. Joey Ramirez, 6 rebounds. San Miguel, 2 assists. But right now, it's just, again, death by cuts for Concordia. 18 for 20 from the free throw line for the Tigers.
Yeah, something, I actually don't want to say anything right now because I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm a little superstitious.
The Tigers kind of having very little luck from beyond the arc. They're trying to get Harvey attempts. No one else can really hit a 3 either. 2 for 11. Concordia, 5 for 16.
Yeah.
It's kind of keeping them in this one right now.
Looking at that stat line, I would think that they would have shot a little bit more. I feel like they've shot more than 16 threes, if I'm being quite honest, and a lot of them have just been really good looks. Maybe I'm just saying it's because, or thinking that they have more just because they've just been more open looks. But it's going to be a scary day if they start coming out and making a lot of them. I know that, who was that? Was it Stafford? Hit 2 out of his last 3 3-point attempts, 2 highly of them contested. We don't know how they're going to come out of this halftime. Are they going to start making a lot of those open shots? They're getting good facilitation on offense. It's just a matter of them making it or not. And the differentiation right now is really just those free throws and us converting on them anytime we got to the line because we got into bonus so early.
We'll take a 13-minute break as we let head coach Smith and head coach Bonowitz adjust for the second half. 38-32, Trinity leading. Join us back in about 13 minutes when we continue Skaction. Welcome back to the Tiger Network. We're underway. Same starters for both sides. Tigers lead 38-32. I'm Reed Rosales, once again joined by Annika Sainz. And really right now, the Tigers are winning because of the charity stripe performance they're having. See if Concordia changes things up a little bit on the defensive side. Maybe a little less fouling. First shot doesn't go. Christian Green finds himself and Harvey alone up front. Green takes it himself and draws an immediate foul.
Yeah, 30 seconds in. See the first foul go down for Concordia. As we go to a site that we saw a lot of in that first half.
This free throw is good from Christian Green. And the second one is good from Christian Green. Another successful trip to the charity stripe for the Tigers. 8-point gap between Tornadoes and Tigers. San Miguel hits up the outside. The three is up, in and out. No good for Joey Ramirez. Carter Rook gets it across the line, but still that presence in the defense. Harvey finds himself a three, can't connect. Braxton Berry, second chance doesn't go. Third chance from Christian Green, no good. A swarm of Tigers makes it a jump ball. And Trinity will keep possession. Donovan Stafford will head onto the court for Concordia, for Henry Marcus Vizcarrondo Jr. Harvey will inbound it. Tigers got several plays to inbound it. And quick to Rook, but blocked. Rook maintains control. Harvey moves to his right. Now Tigers set up for an offensive play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Green kicks it out to Millie. Now good lane from Millie, can't convert. Donovan Stafford quickly down to the other side. Martinez backs off, now passes to his left to San Miguel. Back down to Adolfo Martinez. Nice pass inside to Joey Ramirez. Has to kick it back out. The three is up and no good for San Miguel. Harvey finds himself up front. Back out to Rook. The three is good. Carter Rook.
I think he just looked to his coach and said, thank God. He had a couple go up early in that first half. Couldn't finish them, but hit a long three right now, and that one definitely went in.
Now Concordia for the two. And of course, they hit it because now it's a palindrome score. 43-34 or 34-43, whichever way you like it. Christian Green, spin around the shot, no good. Palindrome still alive and a tie ball.
Jump ball, it is black ball.
So we stay with the correct score on the scoreboard, 43-34. Donovan Stafford back out. Martinez is deep, three, no good. A lot of threes taken by Concordia early on. They've yet to sink one. Christian Green, little Euro step action, can't get it. And now we're back running to the other side. Concordia has the numbers advantage. Three's up and good. Adolfo Martinez. 43-37. Christian Green took a tumble that left Concordia with a numbers advantage on the other side of the court. Harvey's three. Just a bit offline. Ball's free. Concordia again, numbers advantage up front. Donovan Stafford loses the ball and Rook keeps it alive. Oh, no, he doesn't. The tornado ball. Will Bronson will head in along with Ty Williams and Zach Fenn.
Ty Williams and Zach Fenn.
43-37, 6-point gap. San Miguel gets the inbounder in to Joey Ramirez. Quick pass. Good movement from Concordia, gets them 2 points.
Zach Fenn's back on the floor. There is Carter Rook. After he picked up, what, 2 quick fouls late in that first half.
Carter Rook now harassing Miguel up front before he has to pass it away. Again, Rook versus Miguel. Inside 2, Donovan Stafford. Back out. In. Shot from within the arc is no good. Bronson with the defensive board. Throw up. And they're going to just say tornado ball. Maybe Ty Williams was looking for some sort of foul, but doesn't get it. Yeah, pair of threes from Carter Rook gives him 6 points. You see some highlights.
They shot 11 in that first half. Only converted on, what, 2 of them? 1 of them? And it was Millie and, oh, those 2. I think it was 2 for 11, right? They went 2 for 11 or 3 for 11 in that first half. But already starting off pretty hot with Carter Rook.
Carter Rook, Jacob Milhouse. Both hit a 3, and so is Jacob Harvey. Harvey not on the floor right now. Stafford with 11, Ramirez with 11. Ramirez with 7 rebounds as well. Martinez has 9 points and 6 rebounds, so a couple of double-double opportunities for those 2 players. Nearly 5 minutes in, the Tigers are maintaining their lead. They haven't really given up any ground. They kind of gained a couple of points in ground.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of momentum shifting. It feels like a continuation of what we saw ending out that first half. And you look at the stat line up on your screen, it feels like nothing is out of the ordinary for the Tigers leading the way that they are. I mean, if they're leading in the rebound game, obviously have 1 less turnover than the Tornadoes. It makes a difference, especially when you come down to a game like this when there's only a 7-point difference.
Stafford gets it in to San Miguel. On the court is Cyro Baeza. Harassed by 2 Tigers, and Concordia having some difficulties getting it down the court. Finally do a little bit. Baeza, Fenn up against him. Now Bronson against Stafford. Stafford drives in, spin around the shot, foul drawn. Go to the line.
I think Bronson found himself a little bit out of position and tried to recover from it. I think he picked up the shooter pretty high up in that high post area, got beat a little bit off the dribble, and then just found himself in bad position.
46-39. Stafford 3 for 4 from the free throw line. That one goes in. (46-40), both teams eclipsing the 40-point mark. That one rolls out, unlucky for Stafford. Touched pretty much every part of the rim. The pass to Ty Williams needs to be corralled back. Rook finds himself on the far side corner, drives in. Millie, straight away 3. Swish for Jacob Milhouse. 49-40, the Tigers flipping the script that usually Concordia finds themselves in. They've drained 3 threes in this half, and a takeaway. Fenn will wait, get it to Rook. Rook just takes a 3.
That was a heat check right there.
The Tigers are really feeling it now, 52-40. As when it rains, it pours. That is a lot of threes in a quick time span.
Yeah, 3 of those coming from Carter Rook. Of course, the one right before that coming from Jacob Milhouse. Just wow. they're going to extend this lead, that's definitely what they wanted to do.
I'm sure Harvey's looking, thinking, I want to get some of those too. But
I know.
yeah, Rook and Millhouse, yeah, now they're banging them home.
There's a hand down, man down moment for Carter Rook. Kind of felt it. Definitely was a little heat check moment.
Yeah, because that most recent three definitely wasn't open.
Well,
He had a guy on him.
yeah.
Still.
But
Shoot or shoot, and right now Carter Rook is right in the hot hand of himself right now. And Concordia is left with a lot of questions that they need to answer. They're down by 12. They've been kept in by how many threes they've been making, and Trinity had been ahead because of the free throws, but another takeaway. Millie up front scores. Now the turnovers are becoming a problem for Concordia. The Tigers have stringed together a ton of points in this half off of the turnover.
yeah, and that really is just generated off of their defensive intensity. We didn't see it a lot in that first half just because there was always an answer by what we just saw here by Concordia. But when you chain together a lot of those stops and scores, it makes a difference, momentum-wise, mentality-wise.
Adolfo Martinez hitting the three, pass out. Millie doesn't take the corner three, instead inside the paint. Ty Williams, layup is in.
Great body control by Ty Williams.
Now slow down a play by Baeza, gets it to San Miguel. Now inside to Stafford, shot from the elbow is gonna hit the timer, so it is out. Tigers 5 for their last 5 after ending the first half not hitting a shot in 6 minutes. Pass inside is going to be Concordia ball. Bit of miscommunication between Millie and Rook. So an opportunity for Concordia. Feel like you really have to take this one. Unforced turnover. Passes into Stafford, but not a very friendly environment for him. Martinez gets the ball, shoots the three, and he scores! It is pouring threes in Calagar Gym now. Going up for Bronson.
Foul on the floor as Bronson was trying to go up. He had good position.
Adolfo Martinez and Carter Rook are really heating up from beyond the arc. So Rook will inbound it. Find Will Bronson. Bronson, take it himself. Can't finish. Ball ends up in the hands of Williams. No shot.
They're gonna call that one potentially on, who was that gonna be on? Yeah, it was gonna be on either Ty or Bronson. That was definitely on Ty Williams.
Tiger faithful not happy. But Concordia will take it. 10-point gap. And Zach Fenn immediately punching the ball out. Still a 10-point gap. Each Tiger paired with a tornado. So we're going to make this inbound pass as difficult as possible. They get it into David Martinez. Martinez passing it back up the court to Joey Ramirez. Now down to David Martinez. Inside to Cyro Baeza. Back out. Baeza thought about a three, instead drives in near the end line. Back out. Three's up. No good. Flipped up for Carter Rook. Trying to beat his man, drives it in, passes it out. Fenn doesn't take the three. Ty Williams, Rook, near side corner, sidestep. Back outside, Fenn, three. No good. But Ty Williams with the offensive board gets fouled.
There's a couple tornado bodies there. I don't know which foul that one will be on.
They're going to call that one on Baeza. Maybe a sigh of relief from Tariq Muhammad, who was also very close to Williams. And also has 4 fouls, so he got
He
one
almost
more.
fouled out in that first half.
Baeza has 3 now. Baeza fouled out in the game against Schreiner with about 2 minutes left. Free throw is good. First one at least for Ty Williams. Christian Green and Jacob Harvey back on the court.
Yeah.
(57-46). And the lead extends a little bit more, 58-46. Again, troubles getting it in on the inbounds. Tipped up in the hands of Harvey. Harvey, deep 3, no good. Wanted to get the tie on the record. It is Concordia ball.
Zach Fenn obviously pretty frustrated. There was a possession right before that where he also felt like it was off of the tornado.
Fenn up front, being the usual chaos creator that he is. Ball's fumbled.
That would be a 10-second call.
Concordia took too long. Another turnover for the Tornadoes. Because the Tiger defense has really roared to life, causing problems for the Tornadoes. Christian Green trying to muscle his way in, but kicks it back out to Harvey. Now back to Green. Near the elbow, now in the paint. His shot bounces in. 60-46. And Zach Fenn, almost had the quick takeaway, just couldn't quite corral it. Nice spin move from David Martinez. Joey Ramirez up and in to beat Ty Williams, and he certainly did. Now Christian Green, pass to the near corner, Jacob Millhouse. I'll try to get it to Harvey, but in the hands of the Tornadoes. Joey Ramirez again will try it. He's done that move 2 times in a row, and it's worked like a charm. 10-point gap. Green. Looking against Muhammad, who can't foul again, or else he'll be sent off. They find Harvey. Corner 3's up. There's the record. He's tied it. Jacob Harvey has tied Robert Kitzinger for the all-time program record in threes made. Number 227 for Jacob Harvey. He needs 1 more to call himself the sole leader.
Yeah, there was a stat that we were looking at a couple of days ago, right, where, it was me, it was Josh and I, where he makes like the best percentage shots from the corner, but majority of the shots that he does take are around the wing area. So it's pretty rare for him to see him semi-open at the corners, but very happy for him. Obviously some family for him watching online. He's officially tied it. And hopefully he can become that leader like Reed was talking about.
Coach Smith was talking to me about, getting Harvey open. And I think what we've seen is, what he's told me, making plays in the paint causes players on the outside to get open, because then if you're Concordia, you have to start defending inside, or else you just lose.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
inside.
you have to converge on players, especially like Christian Green, who's such a slasher. When you have inside presence, like a freshman coming in like Will Bronson, who's obviously a great facilitator, can definitely recognize when there's help coming from the other side or weak side of the defense. You know, it opens up a lot of shots for other players like Carter Rook, like Jacob Millhouse, and of course, Jacob Harvey.
Of course, Robert Kitzinger. He took the Tigers back to the playoffs in 2014. They fell to Whitworth. Then the Tigers had a long hiatus until Jacob Harvey in his freshman year. That Tiger team went back to the NCAA tournament. They're looking for another appearance. Quick drive down. Points are not scored just quite yet. Muhammad, 52-63. Harvey, ball in his hands. You never know what'll happen when Jacob Harvey goes up to shoot. Gets it to Green. Trying to pass it inside to Ty Williams, but a hand on the pass. Thompson. Nice little Euro step action for Corey Thompson.
He'll cut the lead down to single digits.
Christian Green works his way. No shot, it's a foul.
Be on the body and on the floor before the shot went up.
Braxton Berry ready to come in. And he will check in for Ty Williams. Harvey, the one to inbound it, throws it up for Chesney. Chesney trying to find Harvey. He'll hand it off. Harvey runs up against Martinez to his left. Now driving in, kicked back out to Zach Fenn. The corner three from Chesney not taken. He drives in and scores. Bit of traffic in his way, but he's good. Concordia desperately needing points to keep up the pace. Adolfo Martinez, he's hot from downtown right now. They swing it into Thompson, but the ball's loose and taken away. And now Jacob Harvey stops it, doesn't take the three, lets his team catch up. Chesney, quick three, no good. Harvey, it's tipped over to Chesney. And Chesney trying to throw it up for Christian Green, but he overthrew him. Now for no reason at all, Concordia go down the court and get 2 points. I think you know what happens at that point.
Yeah. Little under 10 minutes left in this game. Concordia hoping to find a little surge on offense. Obviously having to find stops on defense as well.
On the floor foul.
Assuming that was during a box out, I didn't see that possession completely, but it'll be ball at the baseline. And foul count's very different from what we saw in that first half. Concordia has only picked up 4 fouls as a team compared to Trinity's 3. I think by this time in the first half, we were already in singular bonus. And then inevitably heading to double bonus by, pretty sure it was like the 4-minute mark, 3.5-minute mark.
Harvey tipped the inbound. Chesney was the one tagged with the foul. It's his first. Tornadoes. And San Miguel passing to his left. Finds an open player, Ramirez. Oh, Butts working in. Back out to Ramirez. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tornadoes got to act fast. Stafford, deep three. No good, airmailed. Oh, but he gets the second chance layup at the buzzer. And we get the palindrome score again. 65, 56, 56, 65. It's the same back and forth. Christian Green gets his layup. The palindrome is not meant to last. Pass outside, quick three is up and good. Pick up the pace again. We're on the Autobahn in Calgar Gym. Zach Fenn gives it to Barry. Barry handing off to Chesney. Chesney to Barry. Barry throws it up and one for Braxton Barry.
Beautiful pick and roll by Braxton Berry and Chesney. Obviously recognized that he could split those 2 defenders and then finish real strong with that left hand. Looking to find that 3-point conversion at the line with 8 minutes left in the game. 10-point game can make it an 11-point. And Grant Jacobs will enter the game too for Christian Green. And Conrad will also enter the game with Carter Rook.
Couple of substitutions for Trinity. Free throw is missed. Bit rare in this game for a free throw to be missed by the Tigers. Concordia will definitely take it. Ramirez passes it up to San Miguel. Pass inside was a bit tipped, but Stafford gets it anyways. Working against Barry, foul called. He heading to the free throw line again.
The ref was saying that he broke the vertical plane. So he was kind of giving his reasoning to that scores table, but I don't know about that. Okay, maybe, okay, there it is. Yeah, his body was leaning over, maybe not his arms, with that body. As soon as there's a hitch at the hip, it's definitely a foul. So agree with the ref there. Not like my opinion matters, but but I could definitely see why that foul was called.
Oh man, we're really off to the races on this one. Almost beating the scores that both sides had in the first half. Trinity scored 31 in this half. Concordia scored 27 in the first half. Trinity scored 38. Concordia scored 32.
I think threes are the main difference. People are just making them now.
And we're back to that fast-paced offense that both sides like to run. Concordia has taken 26 from beyond the arc. Trinity has taken 21. Concordia has converted 9. Trinity 7. Concordia back on the court. Tigers 5 for their last 6. Will look to make it 6 for their last 7 after the free throws coming up from Donovan Stafford.
Yeah, the chance to cut it into single digits. But from there, Concordia also has to string together a couple stops on defense.
4 for 6 from the line is Stafford today. Makes that one. Bounces off the front, bounces off the back, and then bounces in. The next free throw coming up for Stafford is good. 2 for 2, and now Concordia really pressing. Tigers are gonna have to break it. Concordia running all over the place. It is chaos on the court right now. Tigers are gonna have to dissect it. Conrad finds Rook in the far corner. Long pass to Millie. The open 3 is good. Jacob Millhouse makes it 72-61. You cannot leave him that wide open.
I would like to say that out of the probably 5 combined threes between Carter Rook and Jacob Millhouse, I think they've assisted each other on all of 5, if not 4 out of the 5. So obviously looking for each other.
Shot doesn't roll in. Donovan Stafford will be fouled again. So Braxton Berry will pick up his 4th personal foul. Berry will remain on the court right now. Coach Smith right now not sending anybody to the front of the stats table.
There's some time left. I don't know if I would sub out Braxton right now.
That free throw doesn't go for Stafford.
There we go. Christian Green's looking to check in.
Seven minutes, 12 seconds to play. An 11-point lead for the Tigers. That one's good for Stafford. Tigers dropped their SCAC opener against Schreiner and Kerrville, but now they're looking to win 3 in a row. Rob Conrad running. Now backs off a little bit. Offense set up for the Tigers. Conrad inside. Tries it himself, no good. Grant Jacobs keeps it alive and heaves it back to Carter Rook. Good play by Grant Jacobs.
It's one of those players where, you know, you don't have to score too much on offense. He's there because he's a hustle player. He knows his role well, and he's going to be there whenever the team needs him.
Christian Green on the floater is good. San Miguel up against Conrad. Conrad is tough to shake, as Miguel is finding out. Now Carter Rook attacking the ball handler. Joey Ramirez against Conrad. Ramirez getting through a bunch of Tigers. Ball's lost. It's a travel.
Felt like one of those possessions where the Tornadoes are trying too hard, maybe. Maybe trying to force the issue a little bit more. They're feeling the pressure. Time is ticking, excuse me.
Grant Jacobs, hand off to Christian Green. Green works his way to his left, now near the end line. Back out to Conrad. Conrad outside to Millie, doesn't take the 3, steps in, Euro. And denied on the shot. Conrad strips the ball away. It's loose and taken by the Tigers. Conrad running, goes up, gets fouled.
Wow. Just a great string of events. Obviously, we may not have gotten the outcome you wanted by Jacob Millhouse, you know, attacking on that baseline. Obviously got the Tornadoes a transition opportunity. But with players like Conrad and Millhouse, you know, attacking and storming the ball. And of course you have, we just talked about this a little earlier, Grant Jacobs, who was just there at the right time, at the right place. Dish it up to Rob Conrad, who's eager to get to the basket. I thought he was gonna slam it down for a quick second there.
That is San Miguel's third foul. Still 5:42 left to play. And a perfect trip to the free throw line by Rob Conrad. Pass inside to Stafford in the near side lane. Now driving in the paint against Christian Green. A foul is drawn. And Stafford just heading back to the line again and again and again.
Foul number 2, Christian Green.
For Christian Green, that's his second foul.
Foul number 6.
No major jeopardy there, but Stafford, being a senior on this team, trying to put them on his back and lead them to whatever opportunity they have left in these next 5.5 minutes.
This free throw is good. It's a good amount of time, and with how fast this game has gone, definitely not quite out of reach for the Tornadoes yet. They need to find some ways to get stops on the other end of the court. Stafford, good trip to the charity stripe. 2 for 2 on that one. They get it in to Rook, pass to Millie. Millie works in, working down the left side. Rook finds Christian Green on the far side corner. Back to Rook, standing on the 3-meter line for volleyball. Now on the Tiger head, it's backed up a little bit. Christian Green drives, muscles, can't convert. Tornadoes have their pass interrupted by Grant Jacobs. Jacob Harvey and Zach Fenn will come on the court for Trinity.
Okay, Rob Conrad and Jacob Millhouse a little breather.
Tough inbound, but they get it to Stafford. Got to San Miguel, now Joey Ramirez as they work it down the arc. Back up the arc to San Miguel, the 3's up. In and out, unlucky for San Miguel, but a second opportunity. The lay-in is good. That was some tough basketball by Concordia. Now quickly down the court, throw it up for Christian Green, can't finish the slam. But Harvey, for the record, no good. But the ball is loose again. It's coughed up into the hands of Stafford. Stafford, Euro step, finishes it off. Single-digit lead for the Tigers. And now everyone's heart's racing again. Harvey up front.
Looking to control the pace of the game a little bit more.
He's slowing things down. Oh, he finds a way open lane, but too much height in front of him. Stafford again. He started every play. Now outside, the 3 is drained by Joey Ramirez.
This only leads Coach Jimmy Smith to call a timeout to stop any momentum that the Tornadoes are having right now.
It's been a 9-0 run for the Tornadoes over the last minute 44. They're 5 for their last 7. The Tigers haven't made a shot from the field in about 3 minutes. Both teams in the bonus. See the highlights on your screen right now. Christian Green, 22 points, 6 rebounds. Joey Ramirez, 20 points. Donovan Stafford, 19 points. Ramirez has a double-double, 20 points and 12 rebounds. A good game for him. We're going back and forth again.
Yeah, I mean, everything is just evening out right now. 5-point difference. I think there was a little bit of a moment there where the Tigers were shooting shots out of desperation rather than controlling the clock. And obviously that just led the Tornadoes to have a little bit of a momentum shift. Cut that double-digit lead into a 5-point lead. And the Tigers are really feeling the pressure right now as the Tornadoes are picking up 3-point shooting percentage-wise, and they're picking up, offensive rebounds. Those are the things that kill you so late in the game.
So 5-point lead for the Tigers. Some other scores around the SCAC. Colorado College is looking to get an easy win over TLU, 85-53. Centenary will pick up a win as well. They're leading 90-63 near the end of the second half. Christian Green needing to find someone inbounded to. He finds Rook. Fenn bounces it off of a Concordia player, so it stays Tiger ball. That was a rough inbound attempt by the Tigers as Concordia whipping up the wins. Got an EF3 right now, looking to go up to an EF4. Green lobs it up to Zach Fenn. They got the numbers. Fenn muscles up and gets the and one.
Zach Fenn with a little mad mug face as he finished out that, possession in transition. I thought for a second there he was going to drop it off to Braxton, but strong take, strong finish.
Second foul on Stafford.
One shot for Zach Fenn.
See if Fenn can finish the three-point play. No, he cannot. Concordia, the opportunities are getting a bit limited. They find Stafford in the corner, but to Ramirez, the three is good! Joey Ramirez again! Now Harvey and the Tigers looking to go tit for tat. Swung into Fenn.
It's going to be a foul on the floor. That's probably going to put Christian Green at the line. That's going to be foul number 8 for Concordia. Christian Green tried to pull a fast one as he tried to enter that little huddle. That was kind of funny. Felt something like, who's this NBA player? Not Sherman.
I know. I think I know who
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's always just doing small stuff like that to get into the minds of their players. He was always on Shaq and a Fool. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the player. I don't remember the name.
Oh,
I know.
it's gonna bother me now.
The situation you're talking about. Christian Green.
He would blow on the ear. He would blow on his opponent's ear at the free throw line. Oh, this is gonna bother me if I don't remember his name.
First free throw good from Christian Green. He tried to enter the huddle. That one doesn't go. 1 point for Christian Green from the line. The Tigers are starting to miss a little bit more now. 3 minutes on the clock in this game. Wow, pass in between Green and Harvey into Stafford. Stafford can't convert. On the floor foul.
That'll be Braxton Berry's 5th.
They don't call it on.
No?
On Berry.
Oh, that's going to end up being on Oh, they did.
I believe they tagged it to.
Is it Fenn?
Fenn. Yeah, 4th foul for Fenn. Millie has another 5-steal performance, by the way. First end of the 1-and-1 is missed. Zach Fenn gets it to Green. To Millhouse, to Harvey. Harvey wants to take the 3. But Ramirez is just a bit too close. Millie getting it to Green. Under 15 seconds on the shot clock. Christian Green driving in. His shot, no good. Butts comes away with the rebound. Stafford runs in to Christian Green.
Christian was eagerly awaiting potential charge.
Stafford and Concordia, they're down by 5. That shot is good from San Miguel.
And San Miguel.
2 minutes left. Braxton Berry finds himself alone on the other side of the court.
You don't want to foul yet, because it's going to put them right back on the line.
Fenn to his right. Works it in, can't get it. It's tipped out in the hands of Concordia. It's passed out. Martinez's three, no good. And Harvey running. Stafford tries to dive. Harvey wants the record. He gets it! Jacob Harvey is your sole leader and career three-pointers made for the Trinity University Tigers.
And on such a momentous opportunity to extend this lead, headed into a minute of this game.
2:28. A quick score by Concordia as they have to keep pace. They're down by 4.
Inadvertent whistle.
There's going to be an inadvertent whistle. Ball will remain Trinity's with 30 seconds left. You can see that graphic there. He now leads at 2:28.
He passes Robert Kitzinger.
That was in such a Jacob Harvey fashion, too. In transition, he was feeling it. Everything was right, laced it up, finished with a high follow-through.
Harvey will be remembered for many, many things in his training career, and that record will certainly be one of them. It's going to be quite a while before somebody breaks that.
No, and I mean, just aside from being a three-point shooter, he's just been an all-time leader for this Trinity team. As a senior, does what's right, leads by example. Had him for a couple classes, always a pleasure.
Harvey slowing things down as the Tigers eat up time. Harvey handing it off to Millie. Now back to Harvey, to Christian Green. Drives in, 5 seconds on the shot clock, he scores! Oh, that's a bit of a backbreaker for Concordia.
I was wondering if they were going to ever start fouling, and if they were going to foul, was it going to be on the floor? If I was, which player was I going to be choosing?
Taking some time, the three's up, and too strong. Christian Green will head to the line as things are looking to come to a close.
That last layup was the real dagger.
And that was also in very true Christian Green fashion as well.
It's good. You're not overthinking any plays. If it's an open opportunity, take it to extend the lead.
The line is Christian Green, 1-1.
84-78. The first one good by Christian Green, as he very well might have just iced the game away with that. And just a little bit more on top, too. Concordia needs a miracle. Kickball violation. Fenn just kicks it out. Pass inside to Stafford. No shot clock. Pass to Martinez on the far corner. Swung in. Short shot. The two is good. Quick timeout by Concordia.
Almost 10 seconds left. 6-point game. Are you going to foul as soon as possible? Who are you going to sub in? Well, Ty Williams is subbing in. I don't know if he's going to take Braxton Berry or Christian Green. I'm assuming it's going to be Braxton. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, they took quite a bit of time getting that last shot.
Yeah. Maybe they just wanted to make sure that it was going to go in instead of wasting somewhat of a good opportunity on just a jack shot that you're going to just throw up.
Well, some of those kinds of shots have gone in for Concordia, to be fair. 11 for 31 from beyond the arc are the Tornadoes. 9 for 24 are the Tigers. Of course, Jacob Harvey now has the record in his hands.
He's solidified himself in history.
A lot of history in that top three with Skeen, Kitzinger, and Harvey. All three players helping the Tigers resurge as a program. Whether it be in the 90s the 2010s or the 2020s. Always get one of those greatness players like you saw there from Jacob Harvey. Both sides back on the court. Now Concordia, they are going to press as hard as they can. It's not impossible to come back from this point.
Oh, and they're setting up a little football formation.
Forward to the right. And they take the check down to Jacob Harvey as he gets fouled.
Or the person you don't want to see get fouled right now. They're going to do a little defensive, offensive situation. Carter Rook is going to step out, I'm assuming, with Ty Williams.
If Harvey is to make one or both of these.
30 and double bonus, yeah.
I'm not sure if Concordia would foul after that. Down 8 or at best 7 now with 9 seconds left. That is a tough ask for any team. Harvey, of course, one of the Tigers' best career free throw shooters as well. Stafford just throws one up, can't get it in. Offensive board, Stafford again. No shot. It's gonna be Tiger ball. 0.7 seconds left. So it is just a matter of getting it in. Of course, they get it to Harvey, and that's it. The Trinity Tigers weather the storm and beat the Concordia Tornadoes 88-80 to collect their 3rd win in a row in conference play. And of course, a lot of impact players. Christian Green, 27 points. Jacob Millis, 14. And of course, Harvey with 17 and a record under his belt.
Yes. Of course, standout game we just saw in that recap. Carter Rook, who really got them going from the 3-point range in this second half. But overall, great performance by a lot of people. We saw Chesney make his second home game debut. Well, so we have coming in, of course, some big moments. Grant Jacobs getting in, right moment, right time for him on a lot of possessions. But, of course, valiant effort by everybody. Some pretty Tiger basketball that we got to see here to end out this beautiful basketball weekend.
17 points for Harvey as you hear the announcement by James Hill as he announces the program record for Jacob Harvey. You can see getting dapped up by everybody. And he
saying hello to his family.
Wave to the crowd, point to the crowd.
Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave.
And he deserves it. He has been a mainstay on the court for his entire career. And he has definitely earned the title of the most prolific three-point shooter in Trinity University history. We'll get a picture with the team for this record. Go over some of Concordia's game highs. Ramirez, 25 points. Stafford with 19. Adolfo Martinez, 15. And San Miguel with 10. Concordia put up a good effort. But not good enough to get the Tigers tripping. Now the Tigers taking a picture at midcourt on the Tiger head. Jacob Harvey, of course, right in front.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a great photo right there. Very nostalgic feeling.
It'll be a game to remember for a long time for Jacob Harvey, as his three kind of put the dagger.
It did.
In the heart of Concordia, ultimately.
The two possessions that I think put this game away was obviously that three from Jacob Harvey, and then that confident drive by Christian Green to really finish it out.
The men will follow the women up to the DFW area. Well, they're going to play Dallas January 17th at 7:30. And then they'll go to Sherman to play Austin College. Next home game for the Tigers, they'll be hosting University of the Ozarks in another good SCAC clash. Ozarks looks to be very good this year. That'll be at 7:30 tip on January 31st. And then the next day, they'll play Centenary at 6 o'clock. So be sure to join us for that one on the Tiger Network. Meanwhile, for Concordia, they played their game against Schreiner. So their next game, they'll be traveling up to Colorado Springs to play Colorado College next weekend. Always a tough trip up to the Mile High City. They'll also play University of St. Thomas that weekend as well, as they fall to 3-8. Tigers will improve to 10-3, double-digit wins for the Tigers. Well, for Ariel Monson and Yanel, our student workers for today, Josh Majigema keeping everything running, and Annika Sines. I've been Reed Rosales for the Tiger Network. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you after a little bit of a break, but we hope to catch you at the end of January. See you then.